Bene, rieccoci tornati su Disco Elysium. Ho fatto tutta la strada a ritroso, ovviamente l'ho saltato, ho preso giusto qualche bottiglia. Quindi cosa mi tocca dire? E niente, in realtà ho preso anche qualche moneta. Quindi non è successo niente di particolare, a dire il vero. E noi dovevamo arrivare qua, mi ricordo, nel pawn shop. Non ricordo esattamente perché adesso.
Don't mind. Please put the flashlight away.
Sì. Ok. Vero. Pardon. Cos'è da questo? Empatia. So se potrebbe servire. No, trovo
Hello. Let me know if I can help you with anything. I doubt it, but I do my best to keep.
The pawnbroker's
Non dovevo parlare con lui.
the dancing colors.
Allora, intanto allora che siamo qui riprendiamo. Come si riprendeva?
Sure. Let me have a look. Another time, perhaps.
Do you know anything about the traffic menace on the loose? What else can be missing gun?
Sure thing.
What?
Sure, man.
Come recupero la spilletta?
You see rows of toy soldiers guarding the rest of the
What the fuck? La spilletta come la recupero, no?
The boomboxes wait on the shelves. And you
To play tapes. Che mi aveva detto che lui potrebbe venderla. Ok. Credo sia quello. La mia domanda adesso è, ma questo ha un valore? Boh. Andrei a vendere piuttosto le bottiglie. Non so se magari tipo serve, magari in futuro magari becchiamo una macchina, no? Quindi magari ci serve. Dobbiamo recuperare un po' di benzina.
You keep coming back. That's good, officer. Keep browsing those clothes.
Lui comprava i vestiti?
Everything's still cool here, officer.
Persuading to give you some money. No. Ok. Vediamo un po'. No, lo zoom out adesso è parecchio. Direi di tornare allora qua a vendere le bottiglie. Proprio pensavo che...
The tear machine stands and your bottles clunk into the machine.
12, preciso. Cavolo, la spilletta adesso allora che fine fa? Mi dispiace un botto. Gli altri sono più per la... Sempre, spesso 90% delle volte. Non che il gioco è proprio diciamo auto, come dire, completamente for fun.
And here you are. Quality sound reproduction.
Sul fatto di quell'arco di redenzione, no?
Let me know if I can help you with anything. Of course. It's in working order still,
Okay.
isn't it? Just pick your tape.
Mi ricordo che l'avevo ricomprata la spilletta una
It
volta.
all starts with the tape.
Ma forse perché l'ho già ricomprata, quindi non me la fa ricomprare? Ma forse perché io l'ho venduta e non l'ho messa in come si chiama? Impegno? Cavolo. Quindi nel momento in cui lui gli vende una cosa non la posso ricomprare.
All the old,
Strano.
typical Martinez street lights.
Che c'è sta roba? Cosa
Assorted
700?
floor
What the
and table
fuck?
lamps.
700 real. A bargain, I dare say. The light has undergone 3 transformations. Well, there are the cost of removal and rewire. The most important transformation is the light.
The light pole has been carefully cut, and the wiring has.
Yes, officer. As you see, it's in. It was brought to me to be.
We are not here to investigate the theft of city property. You have to admit it's rather clever what he's done with it.
Niente, pensavo ci fosse una specie di sconto. E niente, qua con lui abbiamo fatto. Ora. Facciamo qua. La Madonna. Non immaginavo fosse così. Interagisci, immagino.
Tutorial is just you press the large button marked Commencer and the tape starts spinning. There's a small delay before the song starts playing. It sounds like someone's moving in the room, getting comfortable. Then the organ starts playing a simple telling you about the tiniest church in Sessons, surrounded by even tinier yard. You almost feel the seaside mist on your skin. A click, then silence for a bit. Immediately, the
L'ho finita?
boombox tunes itself back to the Friday night beats.
E dov'è questo? Non posso, eh? Così io lo metto così, tipo. No. Ovviamente è vuoto, però. Tanto per adesso i real non mi servono, quindi questo lo lascio. Sicuramente c'è un modo per vendere sta roba. Ok. Pensavo fosse più interessante come cosa, ma vabbè. Ok. Come cavolo ci andava al porto adesso? Comunque in tutto ciò noi non siamo mai riusciti ad arrivare al porto. Per quanto in realtà non mi sembra ci sia una mappa. Ah no, la porta che aveva aperto forse era quella dell'ufficio? Per andare dall'altra parte, non mi ricordo. Può essere. Ecco, che abbiamo anche questa roba qui, che adesso tipo quando andiamo sulle... proviamo a non distruggere, ma ad aprire, a sfondare la porta, ecco, il termine corretto. Mi cura tipo. Vediamo cosa posso
A
riprovare.
heavy door with a missing handle stands before you, covered in dozens, if not hundreds, of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears to be locked.
E niente, mai nella vita, eh? Ma si può aprire?
Ow! Shoot!
1 e 2 ho fatto.
Idea was it to just run through the door? Don't you know that things like that hurt?
No,
Are you
vabbè.
alright? This looked...
What is going on there? I warn you, don't tempt the spirit.
It barely looks like you've done any damage to the door, however.
Dentro è sciolto. Avrei dovuto farlo prima questo. Poi il pentre è sciolto, non è tipo physical cosa. Nel senso... Non è che non lo posso sfondare. Hanno questo dubbio. Vabbè, per vedere direttamente se ho qualche debuff lo vedo da qua. No. Calma. Non potevo convincere lei ad aprirla?
Hello again, esteemed officer.
Yes,
welcome to
about your
crime,
daughter.
romance, and biographies of famous cursed. Who's
Doesn't feel like it's thriving. Feels ghostly.
Anch'io stavolta la voglio aprire. Se metto magari il piede di porco io posso farlo, una roba simile, non lo so questo. Pain threshold. Fine spesso capita, quindi non è che... mi dà qualcosa. Sì, potrebbe essere un po' un goccio. Pure più uno nel fisico. Abbiamo detto che però non vogliamo tornare alle vecchie abitudini. Che me lo pinga giallo. Ma faceva bere? Come lo uso? Allo? Ah, eccola. Confuso. Allo? Ah. Held right, magari devo tenere premuto, no? Help, quick save. Action, interact. Pause menu. What? Come cavolo bevo? Forse non posso? Perché magari ho detto che non voglio bere più? Vediamo se queste colori appaiono. E appaiono pure rosse. Ma non mi appare. Ma porca troia. La speed diciamo che è meglio che non la usiamo. Oh. È il destino proprio che mi permette, che mi dice proprio di non farlo. Mettere punti su pain threshold. Ha senso? Ah sì. Oh. Ah, forse avrei dovuto provare anche l'altro. 72.
Covered in dozens
12% in più.
of Seminese trinkets and charms. It appears
Oh, finalmente. What?
you smash into the wood and see a small crack appear on the door frame.
Ok.
It's going to take one.
You're not thinking of trying again, are you?
Welcome to Ruolo Shop. Ok, non mi dire che mi danneggio di nuovo. Perfetto. Kim mi vuole parlare?
What is this place? Yes, but no one's been here in ages. I doubt the electricity still works. Good thing we have a flashlight on us.
Vero?
Some specks of dust shimmer in a faint beam of daylight falling
Okay.
from the window. Other than that, an eerie feeling rises in your chest.
Se ci fosse una ragione per cui qui non c'è stato nessuno.
Because it's closed. No need to look for
Mi sembra che ci sia troppa roba.
where a banal one will do.
Vedremo. Speriamo che ne sia valsa la pena. Una palla. Bella madonna. Smells like leather and sweat. Cosa? Ok. Ok.
A barbell lies on the floor. It's 60 kilograms. Your triceps hurt
man,
at
yeah.
the sight of these. There are no collars on the barbell. Why does it feel so familiar?
Oh mio Dio. Head hurts.
No, it's not that. It's just a
Okay.
memory.
It's a trap. There are no collars on the barbell.
You're right. The weight may fall off. Better not touch it then. It would be a violation of EPIS safety regulations if the gym was still
Sì, però
open.
tecnicamente non dovrebbero esserci di base.
No one's supposed to come.
The hallway is blocked by all the window panes and debris. E debris. Ok. Ma guadagnate un botto di soldi per ora. Anche se le mie cure ne risento. Macintosh. Direvi King, grazie. Porca miseria, anche qua puoi ottenere un botto di reale per pagarti l'affitto all'inizio, eh? Cioè, io ho fallito di 58% però, che tristezza. Aspetta, andiamo prima... Di qua come ci si arriva, scusa. Non c'è davvero niente? Oh? E là. Ok. Un oggetto un po' troppo particolare, sinceramente. Porca troia. Kim. Ah no, ho fatto un dialogo con questi cose.
This
Devo
appears to be
scavare.
some kind of machine with a cube-shaped heart.
Ah no, ci devo mettere quello, ok.
Your computer. Just sitting here without anyone inside.
The machine lights up like
Play.
nothing happens.
Oh,
It's empty.
ci devo mettere quello che ho trovato, dai.
What you have would fit perfectly like a smooth draw. The filament slides into place. On the keyboard, the play key starts blinking.
What? Ci sono di quelle foto.
A bar of fabric right above the keyboard starts producing a soft hum. The sound of static seeps through the machine's planar magnetic driver. The static gets louder, slowly filling up the abandoned hall, until a voice speaks out, crackling and old, cutting into the air.
Good afternoon. Fortress accident en rue de Saint-Ghislaine. This is East Insulindian Repeater Station 1. Please repeat. Is this the production schedule?
Ok.
Yes, I am alive. I am 74 years old and my name is Yvonne.
Production schedule.
Is this the production schedule?
She repeats passwords. Programming people are all paranoid.
Yvonne, my partner tells me that you are here because the computer guys are all paranoid.
They are merely cautious. It's my job to protect their film. I work as a repeater at the East Insulindian Repeater Station. As for me, well, I am sitting in my
Doesn't it get lonely, sitting there all by herself?
lonely. Why would it get lonely?
That's why she does this.
Now please tell me the reason for your call, Fortress Accident.
Ok.
The filament you have inserted into the reader. Yes. Is that the production schedule? If you are unsure, could you please take a look? Open the hatch on the compartment. Don't touch the wires. A current is running. Good.
Ok.
You should ask her for a hint.
Beh, avrà un nome questa roba, no? My birthday. Dubito.
No. Received. I will register.
Don't worry. Passwords have...
Fortress Accident. Is there anything else I can do for you today? Fortress Accident is the company on whose name the terminal you are currently using has been registered. One moment. Fortress Accident SCA produces revolutionary interactive...
What's that? This interactive
radio.
call-in
Any
radio?
other questions? Good. Please repeat. Still no. I am contractually obliged to protect the privacy of...
I'm afraid we are not doing that, unless we want to wait for a month.
Now, can you please repeat the password? Received.
Don't worry.
Fortress Accident. Thank you, and good...
Tiles on the cube are still smoldering.
Good.
Nothing happens. The filament slides out of its glowing nest.
Filament memory. Se vado qui da spento, cosa succede? Perché lì cosa c'è?
Your flashlight slides over an old green chalkboard covered in script. Some of the writing has faded with age.
Ispezione disegni.
Pointy
È tipo la stazione che usano per magari fare sto contrabbando?
You make out autumnal candle welkins casting wax-based magic. Translucent welkins with organs shining under their skin, and even ether welkins hailing from the vast emptiness. Who are all those creatures? Fantasies of one of the welkins towering among the rest. It's Vara Hamira, a high welkin, his face white and scarred like cracked marble. This is clearly a Welkin supremacist. The note says, all non-Welkin races will be purged. The Haldor, the Tworg, the humans, and even headless men.
An inordinate amount of time has gone into drawing these little Welkin creatures. Some people really like building a world, I think, even if it's just for a game.
Ah, ma non è semplicemente un easter egg questo gioco.
This looks like concept art for a project. It's not real. Just look at those details. So much effort.
Unghiti anche.
And for what?
Ispezionano le foto.
This
No, vabbè,
is a
è scelto.
monthly calendar from the year 50. Cryptic words like
Yeah, blah, blah, blah.
looks a bit like an academic. Everyone is constantly teetering on the edge of the abyss.
The Abyss Production,
Abyss
quello?
as time goes on, the numbers in the boxes grow.
Magari è scritto da qualche parte la password, più che altro per questo lo sto
Like
facendo.
make it.
A note in the bottom left, the
photo?
photo collage depicts barren, icy landscapes wrapped in perpetual night. You see, entire oceans have been frozen from shore to shore. There are pictures of settlements on dry, albeit dark and cold. This vision also feels cozy in its own way. A pinned postcard reads, the handwriting is only partly legible, but you can still make out three slogans.
Viral
Tune out.
Untethered.
And the full text reads, heat death of the universe is the new black. And this old fireplace is covered in a diagram for some radio frequencies, it seems. UKV 123.6. Unclear. It looks like a cardiovascular system split into veins and capillaries. Very advanced. You think so? The web is comprised of radio stations, all lead back to one red heart, titled
Game Master Frequency. Ma che davvero vuoi giocare a D&D?
A note says, this will listen in on any station it
Che Game
wants.
Master.
Someone very important. The leader of a massive on-air game built by these people. Whoever decides to call in to a call-in station. A list of names under the stations suggests people across 6 Isolas would be playing. Muindi, all of this is gone. There's no way a little basement studio working here.
My God. It's as if the less money they had, the more ambitious their project became. The schedule. I know doom when I see it. The company was running out of funding.
Nothing. It's just lines on marble.
Quindi per connettermi a giocare a D&D con la roba. Oh, Kim?
Okay. What do you think is going on with that computer, chalkboard, and fireplace?
Può essere anche sotto copertura, ma non credo.
I think it looks like one of those popular pen and paper role-playing games.
Po'.
Only these people were trying
Utter madness, he thinks.
through call-in stations. None of them there's the game master frequency.
His
Ma questo lo sappiamo già come funziona,
other
quindi...
concerns for the moment.
Not to my knowledge. But I don't think anyone has attempted to create an inter-isolary game before. Indeed, those Welkins are dead. No idea. They stopped filling out the schedule. Indeed, it's ambitious and untethered from reality, but... I don't think so. I think they genuinely believed. Okay, let's keep moving.
You see a terrifying ice bear with a string. The bear looks oddly realistic. Is it taxi? A gust of freezing cold air rushes to greet you. The lieutenant takes a peek inside. His hand has...
Of course, just a giant ice bear-shaped fridge. Let's take a look inside.
The shelves are empty. All you see are crumpled ice cream wrappers with the brand name, Revachol Ice City. A handwritten note has... You pocket the note and the little fridge magnets keeping it on the door. A friendly cartoon bear smiles back at you from a glossy cellophane wrapper. It looks nothing like the fridge. The paper still smells of vanilla and chocolate.
Good question. It looks like an ice cream fridge. I know. What an unfortunate marketing choice. What is even worse, the bear is still costing them money to this day.
The fridge buzzes with energy. The A thick layer of coal dust. Looks like this furnace has a face. And it's a face.
Looks like it. Looks like an old central furnace. No one has used it in ages. No signs of any recent fire.
It's dark and grimy here. In the darkness you can hear chatter. It's coming from... The echo is so prominent. It's impossible to...
What are you doing? Wait, really? We should investigate, see if someone's upstairs.
A lush layer of coal. Now you feel the spirit of Ramut Karzai, ancient hero of Grad, pulsing through you. All that's left is to cover your... 3 dangerous stripes appear onto...
What? What are you doing? Yes, it was.
The hollow ring echoes through the furnace. Your toe hurts. Bent metal. Broken glass. You are the destroyer. The bane of inanimate matter. Look, there's a discarded milk carton on the floor. Why don't you destroy that, too? Kudos. A few bricks have fallen off, revealing a compartment behind the wall. It's too dark to see in.
Seems like an old bunker from the revolutionary period. Look at all those rifles. Must be an old weapons cache. There is, yes. And there also appears to be something inside the hole. Interesting.
Your hand reaches deep into darkness and spiderwebs, rummaging around. Most of them are rusty and inoperable, like the rest. But one, catch it, take it. You're a police officer.
That's a rare sight. Seems to no longer be functional, but still a beautiful thing in its own way. It's the same type of weapon, yes, a breech loader. An interesting coincidence that we should find something so similar. But I'm afraid our search for the real murder weapon must continue. It means there are firearms, albeit inoperable, still lying around in Martinez.
He likes this find. The note is written with a blue pencil on a piece of lined office paper. The kitchen...
Does it say anything interesting?
This is tangential at best. Someone has scribbled. S. I can't believe the off-site copy is still here. The illiterate ginger kid keeps stealing stuff from the studio, so I had to hide it. You'll find the filament memory with the off-site copy in the frozen ice cream maker. Please take it home, ASAP. It's important.
Looks like someone from that radio game company upstairs. I'm a little surprised they just left their property lying here. That's a plausible hypothesis. Really? You don't have a single guess? Oh, I'm sure that child would love to get his hands on a filament memory. Even if he doesn't know what to do with it, he'd probably try to pawn it for speed, based on our encounter. I don't know. I assume it's somewhere close to the ice bear fridge. It belongs inside a radio computer.
It's like the production schedule you found. Only... Two cables are plugged into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge, and the black one to the ice cream maker.
Kuno's like Kuno's dad. Kuno doesn't give a fuck about anything. The fuck do you want with it? Good call, pig. The fuck about it? Your test. Get lost. Kuno doesn't. An iron safety curtain curves before your eyes, folded like a bellows. This is directly above the... What an odd thing to do. Still nothing. Those curtains prove to be surprisingly sturdy.
There must be another way to wake up whoever is in there. Maybe we should ask the lady in the books.
You broke down the back door, the wards, the door. It's all gone now. Dark psychic energy leeching onto my shop. I suppose it's all over now. Just a door? This place is cursed, Detective. They don't call it the Doom. I hope you're happy now. Happy that you've ruined everything. Now that you've broken the door, the curse is coming to get me as well.
Incredibile che abbia scoperto adesso di avere il microfono mutato, però va bene. Maledetto in che senso? Non è che magari perché sente delle voci.
She prays. Guard me and my honest business venture from the curse that lurks behind the door. Blessed be your name.
Of course you didn't. You're nothing but a policeman. All right. You know what? I'm willing to let you investigate the doomed commercial area. We are set on the path. There's little else to do. But before we go on, tell me, did you encounter the
Entità
malignant?
maligna, what?
Yes, the malignant entity that lives inside the chimney.
Inside the
It's in
chimney?
the shape of a woman, a witch probably.
What?
I've suspected that she knows more about the curse than she lets on ever since I first saw her.
Sento delle voci provenienti da lì.
I've heard that. It's enormous. She has barricaded herself behind some
God
metal
knows
security
what she's
fences
doing there.
Some unnatural magic, I assume. You should go find the entity and ask what happened to all the companies in the building. And do return to me after you've talked to it.
If you're really interested in cracking this mystery, then we should go back to the furnace. Maybe you could yell into it or something.
Despite his cool, the lieutenant's interested in solving this.
Okay, but please, only a few questions. The curse is so much worse than you could imagine. It's the curse of financial distress.
Basta, tu.
Didn't that curtain just move?
It's not just that, officer. We're dealing with something supernatural here. There's something wrong with this building, I can tell you.
Sounds familiar.
Ok. I feel unwanted too. What does it mean?
Truly so? Perhaps the dark energies are leeching off you. You shouldn't stay in the store too long. It may... Yes, I've contacted numerous parapsychologists and even a pair of Simonese mediators.
Ok.
The wards help to keep the doom at bay and protect us against...
Is your pendant part of the words as well?
Oh, this? No, it's a special Himian amulet.
Okay, no?
There are numerous spells cast throughout the store.
What about the words on the black door?
With a different Yes, the Simonese are very crafty and their wards are extremely powerful. It's not good to talk about the curse, not in detail.
Such wraiths may prove a formidable enemy. Suit the woman before you.
Ok. A quanto pare abbiamo trovato da che fare. Questa era una roba tutta da sapere, quello lo potevamo mettere nel frigo, magari prendevamo le scarpe, per dire. Scusa, adesso le ho perse per, ma magari in realtà non si potevano mai ottenere, per dire.
A thick layer of coal dust covers the furnace.
Ok. Ah,
covering
kick
it.
the furnace, ok. Wet your whistle.
Something breaks loose in you. A mighty...
What?
You've awakened the entity.
I summoned the ghost.
Hello? Did you say anything? I can't hear you.
Vieni al piano di sopra.
There's a safety curtain on the second
Sì, save the curtain, please.
Hear a low rumble.
After you, officer.
Safe as fuck. Ma ha risposto così non con nonchalance. Ma che è questo? Full of dice. Ah! Ma che gioca a D&D?
Hello, I'm Nia.
Dice maker.
Did you try knocking on my window? I must have missed you. I've been listening to my Melius. So what kind of die are you looking for?
Could this be the malicious entity? Perhaps it's wise to go along with this. She's got a direct view to the backyard. You should interrogate her about the Legion.
E adesso scolo sta roba. Cosa intendi by melee?
Yes,
Vabbè, le cuffie.
Amelia is like a call-in station. You need a two-way radio to...
Vabbè,
Mostly, they just teach you to swear in different languages. But some of the stations can be quite interesting. I was so absorbed, I must have missed you. Then how did you get inside? By the south entrance? You know what? It doesn't even matter. What matters is that you're finally here. Let's talk
Che
that.
mi stai parlando? Per quanto... Che mi stai chiedendo dei dadi?
I'm a novelty dice maker. Tell me the name of your role-playing system and I'll make the die you need.
As she speaks, her bone-like fingers fiddle with a ring. Her bones like role-playing games? You know the one made by Fortress Accident. Does that count?
Very good. My rate is 10 real per set. Unless take a look around and see if there's any particular stone you want to use.
This person means you or no one else.
How did I become one? It was a business decision. Some of my friends were role players. They asked me to make some not especially. I like working with rare materials and a steady pay.
She's thankful for the security they provide her.
Dope.
Of course. Tell me what you have in mind.
Cursed item in body most extraordinary die.
I think I have just the right one for you.
Ovviamente.
Police colors.
Not the most original, I know. But sometimes, here, catch. They're a gift from me.
Oh my god. Yes.
Over.
Oddio, mi sono curato.
Your hands can't agree what to do, and the two dice drop to the floor and scatter in opposite directions, like pearls from a broken string.
Ah, down the drain, like your career.
What?
I apologize, officer. That comment was unnecessary. That one is made of bloodstone with a lapis lazuli inlay. The other one was the inverse. They were a set, you see, but now the set is broken. It's a shame. They might have brought you luck. And you definitely need luck in Martinez.
Is she pitying you? Good God.
Now, was there anything else?
Qualcosa per quanto riguarda l'uomo che è stato linciato lì dietro.
Nothing really.
Who cares about the dead body? We might be dealing with... The lieutenant looks at his notebook.
Your window looks directly onto the courtyard. You're saying you didn't see or hear anything unusual last Sunday evening?
Infatti era quello che volevo chiedere.
I'm sorry, detective, but as you know, I usually have my headphones on when I'm working. It shuts out most of the daily ruckus behind my window.
Daily
Well,
ruckus.
there's always something going on in the Whirling's backyard. During daytime, there are usually those kids.
Vabbè, sì.
Lately, I've been seeing a lot of drunk workers hiding
Drunk
around.
workers.
Must be because of the strike.
She's not sorry to disappoint you. Informing on someone in a murder investigation.
But I never saw anyone during that fateful Sunday night, I'm afraid.
Non hai mai messo gli occhi fuori dalla
I
finestra?
might have, but in this case, all I would have seen is my own reflection staring back from the darkness. It's really hard to make anything out in the yard when it's dark outside. Besides, I rarely get up to look out the window when I'm in the zone.
This person values focus above all. She keeps her sharp sight on the instruments before her.
It's an odd profession, making dice for people, but I like it, and I prefer it.
She nods.
Anything else, officer? We're inside the chimney of an old central furnace. It's strange, I know. But when I arrived here, all the other rooms were taken, so I had to build myself a makeshift home.
Plaisance was right. There's an entity living.
Creative.
Ok, ho sentito che questo posto è maledetto.
I've heard the stories, but I don't think those stories are true.
Come ti spieghi ciò che è successo a quelle
It's just
compagnie?
capitalism. We only hear about tales of success, so it's often surprising to realize how many ventures actually fail. Plaisance, the bookshop lady? I've heard that her business is doing rather well. Have the energies spared her somehow? Oh, right. But it's not just the bookstore that's still up and running. What about the whirling in rags? Some people say it's part of the building complex.
Parte dell'area
I
commerciale.
would say so. Both houses were built at the same time and under the East of the Commerce Center project. And then there is me. I've been here for 14 years.
14 anni.
Novelty dice to role-playing enthusiast.
Che cavolo è quella tipa
Without business idea.
che lavorava lì ma che si è preso un momento di pausa?
By the talk of malicious
Che è
enemies.
lei? Oh.
Strange, isn't it? Malignant entity? What does that even mean? Some kind of sorceress?
Ok.
Time has come to face the source. Fear not, for the forces of
I think it still might be you that's causing this. I'm starting to see that there is no curse, only business decisions and natural market fluctuations. Non è che lei faccia qualcosa, tipo rumori strani per spaventare la gente, per dire, no? Bah, non credo.
Exactly. Truth is always so disappointingly mundane and boring. But I'm glad we got this sorted out.
Plaisance is not going to like what you have to tell her.
More or less. Are you interested?
Tante domande. There used to be a hair salon here, right?
Yes, I think it was called Androgynous Orlando or something similar. They weren't a big hit around here. Turns out that working class men don't like genderless haircuts. They're scared of that word.
You wouldn't like it either. The others would laugh at you.
Me neither. I just wanted off my face.
Che è successo alla palestra?
It wasn't merely a gym, it was Artemis
Boxing club.
A community project created to steer at-risk youth away from drugs and crime. Kuno. Who's Kuno?
R. Ginger Gremlin.
Oh yes, you mean the kid with the sailor's mouth? Yes, I've heard him yelling profanity. I think it would take more than a gym to help that kid. A kind man from Zemsk. I heard he had some trouble with the law when he was younger, and that's why he wanted to start the gym. It didn't. If anything, it made the youth situation in Martinez even worse. At some point, someone started a rumor that the punching bag downstairs was full of amphetamines.
You should have known it.
Eventually, the coalition took away the funding and the club went bankrupt. This was a few years ago. Oh, this one's a mess. Turns out, the business was actually set up as a front for an illicit, and they never cleaned up the debris either. Now it's just littering the hallway.
È full about the debris. What a snuff milieu.
It's a Sub Rosa radio station that broadcasts real murders with real victims. Some people pay good.
What does she mean? To
Don't worry, the ICP has a separate division that deals exclusively.
Good luck with that. It's not
It's
easy.
one here to make stuffed animals. I saw mounts lying around.
Mr. Fabron, the taxidermist.
But what drugs exactly?
Mostly just did drugs.
He got high on some weird taxidermy chemicals. I wouldn't recommend it to anyone.
Even you can probably do better than that. You can almost see it. A small, sickly old man, hunched behind his work desk, his pants stained with oldness, stuff in his
Trovato dei manichini spaventosi.
Fashion atelier here, but I have forgotten the head designer's name. They were doing well for a couple of years until the insect rights activists came. Mm-hmm. The atelier produced a certain collection that used kite, and you know how all kinds of... And, naturally, all the most fashionable tastemakers refused to be seen in chitin from then on. The atelier went bankrupt before they could finish the collection. Really? Anyway.
Poor guy. Suddenly, you get a feeling that insects are important to the case somehow. It's hard to say why.
No, non ho quante domande. Ho trovato una strana macchina.
Accident, the radio game studio.
She liked them.
They were an interesting bunch. We talked about role-playing systems every now and then. One, they certainly took their work very seriously. Even if they seemed to be the usual, they ran out of money and couldn't get the project on time. Well, I did hear them talking at times.
Okay.
They seemed to believe they were historical individuals on some grand quest.
From what I'm seeing so far, the project did look quite impressive.
Yes, but when the money started to run out, they just began to complain a lot about capitalism. In the end, they just didn't get it done. They didn't have enough willpower to produce something truly historic.
She's right. Showing up to work on time is important. Showing up to work on time is hard. No, scratch that. Showing up to work at all is difficult, especially if you've been drinking.
Still, not everyone is going to make it. That's the nature of the game.
The result is 1 on a 20-sided die. The dice is black and filled with little...
Anything else?
Rotor blades and skis.
They were made by a company called Slipstream. Honestly, I think it's quite funny.
Shonen.
I think he's still sending out holiday transmissions from...
Questi sono tutti pensieri che avrei dovuto sbloccare molto tempo prima.
Or wherever he is.
Interesting. What do these transmissions say?
The usual, I imagine. That he's been thinking up all kinds of new business plans and...
Men like that are a curse.
Sure, but Slipstream is here. I have no idea why...
There was a terrifying taxidermy bear in the cellar.
The fabled Revershow ICT. You're in for a treat here. The place was owned by two guys who had some rather innovative ideas about marketing. The bear was one of them. No, there was really just one. And it involved picking out the prettiest girls in the neighborhood and paying them 20 cents per hour to man the booth. And by man the booth, I mean slump behind the counter with a face that could maim you if you...
Sounds like she really didn't like those girls.
Employing silky teenage girls is a widespread practice, yes. Unfortunately, and they already had the bear. Of course not. The bear was terrified.
Questo lo sappiamo già.
He lost the price war to its rival, Glace 5000. Glace 5000 sold caramel sundaes for only 5 cents a piece.
I'm sure the bear was doing its best.
The taxidermist who made it said it was his vision beast. He said he met his vision beast while high on desiccants. Megatherium.
What's a mega wild beast?
Imaginary beast by telling you to do more drugs, mostly.
Aspetta. Inizia a immaginare beast that guides you through life. Non è che tassiderma era il marito della tipa?
Wise and noble beast. The horrific necktie tightens around your neck. Strange.
I do drugs, I've got some vision.
But it doesn't feel particularly fun this time around.
Very good. You shouldn't do them. You're a police. Anyway, now you know the story of the...
Stiamo cercando di smettere.
Little sparkling embers under the window.
Anything else? Another failed business,
I
perhaps?
found the building's intercom, but it's not working.
Oh, right. I hope you didn't try to ring me. I think none of those doorbells work, including mine. I'm still in the middle of connecting the wire.
The doorbell with the empty name card must belong to her then.
That's right. I haven't even written my name there. Sure, I'm listening. I'm pretty sure.
Abbiamo chiesto tutto su chiunque fosse tipo qua.
I'm listening. Good.
Ok.
I hope it's clear.
Devo più che altro il fatto che
What else?
il colore là. Why wasn't her business failed? Shivers. fatto un pensiero.
Revacholian nationhood.
Revacholian nationhood. Vediamo cosa mi sblocca.
The Revacholians.
You should get a drink. Non l'ho letto, così vediamo. Niente, ancora
A
qua.
beautiful, serene place of mystery and peace. It
Should
will
get a
not
beer.
be a place for women to inflict.
Alcohol gives you più 2 fees, nationalist, dialogue, options, damage, meno 1 morale. E merda. Volevo dire. No, ho sbloccato anche un altro. Ah no, forse non è che mi ha sbloccato questo, semplicemente l'avevo... Ah, ok. Madonna, quanti. Senti, siamo qua. Tanto. Allora, poi... Che? Ok. Poi Shivers hanno detto, no? Anche il dado. Magari tipo l'avrei potuto vendere insieme, ma vabbè. Shivers. Non ho niente che mi dà Shivers. Ah no, qua più 1. Più 1 anche qui. Ok.
Oh, it's you again. Are you
Il
really
17% sono una percentuale, penso un po'.
You feel nothing
Start checking off your clothes. You need to connect. What the fuck?
in here.
Excuse me, what are you doing?
Officer!
The zipper is stuck. What? What? Pensavo la giacca più che altro.
Undressing in a stranger's place of business? Yes, it
Miss, I apologize for my colleague's behavior. He's still recovering from an unusual medical.
Never mind. Non è stata un'ottima idea. Però 17%. È vero, chissà com'è che il suo business non è fallito. Sleeping dog workers ancora. Tanta roba, trash container, abbiamo riprovato, non si può. Bardo. Eroico. Addirittura. Mi sembra che poi c'è aperto, quindi vabbè. Suggestion Heroic. Borbell. Bah. Quindi qua dovrebbe essere tutto tranquillo. Forse il fatto che lo fallisca è anche la corrente continua in un frigo. Oddio. Oh, bah. Oh. La continua corrente che si dà al frigo. No. O al gelato. Ma non lo posso aprire questa cosa.
This orange machine is
Oh mio
buzzing like
Dio.
an old
Per bar not strong enough. Questa? In che senso non strong enough? What? Non lo so, prendo questo.
This orange machine is buzzing.
Better
like an
grip
old
with gloves.
submarine. It has a hand-cranked eye. Turning the crank feels oddly satisfying. It's all gone now. What better to assuage the creeping sense of failure than some
Pry bar not strong enough. Pry bar not strong enough. Quindi magari ho bisogno di una pry bar migliore. Ho bisogno di 2 mani magari.
This orange machine is buzzing like an
Allora mi sa che ho bisogno di un'altra pry bar. Dovrebbe essere. Sì. Unpluggo. Oddio, 3%, però sicuramente mi danneggia. Però meno 20, no, come cazzo faccio? Meno 20.
two
Devo fare il
cables
doppio
plug
6.
into the breaker box. The red one leads to the ice bear fridge.
Unplug the giant
The ice cream maker nearby.
black
Something
cable.
close to you dies with
Why did you do that?
It's black and... no. E niente, I don't know why I unplug it. I do things with ordinary reasons.
The lieutenant raises his brows.
Perché dovrei tenerli dentro?
Anything. An electric sizzle. The room is slightly
Adesso?
This orange machine is dead still.
Machine unplugged, più 2.
Crank
Ok.
ice cream churner and an electric freezer. The ice around.
Però ho bisogno di qualcosa di più forte. Cosa?
The bear's eyes are dead.
Non vedete, no?
Ice inside.
Beh, gli facciamo risparmiare luce. Allora, potrei bere, ma non cambia granché, cioè, quindi... Pry bar not strong enough. Ma... Mi chiedo più che altro cosa sia strong enough. Andiamo dalla tipa.
What have you found?
I talked to the entity you told me
Do you buy
about.
the books? A novelty dice maker? Well, spit it out. Why does she need the dice?
Niente.
For some kind of sorcery? Sometimes they use the ankle bones of sheep. I don't understand. If it's not her, then where is the source of the doom?
Just don't say you don't have any answer yet. You've come this far.
Uh.
You know how to end it. There is an entity.
Dice che non c'è nessuna maledizione. Solo il capitalismo. Non c'è il tassiderma. Non ho ancora una risposta. C'è un'altra entità più maligna.
Wait, what? The entire economic system.
This is a lot for her to pass.
I'm afraid that only world revolution can help you.
Precarious world? Economy? I understand what's going on here. You went in there, rummaged around, and accomplished
Oh my
nothing.
god.
And it's okay. You don't have to. I was wrong to trust another person. I will manage. Thank you for nothing.
Ma che davvero?
Do buy some books, or be on your way.
Wow. Total psychic collapse between you.
I am sorry we had to disappoint you, ma'am. Can we go now?
Ma che cazzo, che cavolo le dovevo dire? Il tassiderma, dovevo mentirle. Per darle una ragione. Ah, 70 di exo me li ha dati, vaffanculo. Proviamo a leggere sto libro.
Your hand, the colorful primer.
Exactly what I need. A primer for small skills. Non penso intenda la birra, vero?
This book will show you the score. The alphabet. Every page has one word designating one letter
Okay.
of the A is for azimuth. B
Vabbè,
is
sì.
H is for homeboy. Q
Sì.
is for quasar.
Eh.
That's it. You know the alphabet now.
Conosco l'alfabeto adesso. Nice.
I also know the alphabet.
It is a very useful skill to have.
Tutto qui. Ma vaffanculo. Ora questo lo si può rileggere, no? Fammi fare questo. Giusto per concludere.
In your hands, you hold. Indeed.
Questo abbiamo già visto.
You flip through the book.
Look at the back cover.
Cover is dominated by a black. She can't be much older than her.
Inizia a leggere.
Cold, detached to prose as ethnic tensions run wild. It would physically hurt you to keep reading. They
Vai.
go through a brief and somewhat awkward love affair.
Ah, tutte e due. Vuoi vedere che non mi hanno curato una delle due?
Come to the absurdity of Guardian life. He toils through the daily drudgery at the length she spends the next
Solitamente attraverso la sofferenza si ottengono grandi cose.
there in a Sosnovore fish processing plant. The memory of their short time spent together.
Why can't I put this book away? No.
As life leaves their remains between the soil sheets, their final thoughts are filled with regret.
Niente, non è servito a niente. Ma dai. Reciprono 1, reaction spent 1. Ma niente, pensavo fosse più interessante come roba. Ma qua sembra tipo che abbia... Non ci posso cliccare però.
A small mountain of colorful board games.
Questi...
There are numerous
Questi... Ah, potrei comprarlo tipo per dire a quella...
seems to be
Non capisco perché ti vendano questi oggetti.
is brimming with
Non è possibile che non hanno
an extremely
il
muscular
significato?
wielding barbarian.
Physical instrument, meno 2 ce l'ho. Pentasoldi meno 2. Diciamo che... Ma dai, proviamo comunque, dai.
Is brimming with worn a twinge at the back
Okay.
of your head makes you flinch. Your eye
What is
starts.
it?
Your hand reaches toward a book with glossy cover art.
Man from
Very
Yandel.
muscular. She's
Oh
laughing.
my god.
Between the throne and the Hyamdala man lies
Oriental woman, devil woman.
shadows on the wall.
Vai.
Especially those leering types who seem to wear nothing but the display
Mamma.
rack before you is burdened under piles of Man from Hyamdal novels.
Magari tipo ogni libro ti dà un pensiero, magari può essere. Potrebbe essere in realtà.
Shelves filled to the brim with crime novels.
Aspetta, scusa, non costava 7, come che non lo potevo comprare?
Shelves
Ah,
filled
no,
to the brim.
7,99 per 5 centesimi. Prendiamo questo.
Shelves full of biographies of famous people.
Vai.
Whoever they are.
A true cultural touchstone.
Che ora lo voglio leggere. Sicuramente degli oggetti da interagirci.
This bookstore is not strictly about crime.
Vediamo, aspetta, c'era un dialogo che non ho fatto. Circle, what books are these?
Sir, please.
A wisdom notes for free.
I can't have
Yeah.
you end up like.
Scusa, minchia, era andando l'ho fatto.
Shelves full of biographies of browsing through
Non c'è niente di nuovo, giusto?
high speed next to Earth. Next to that,
I really must.
she understands she is
I'm sorry. I did not mean.
Ok. Voglio vedere se appunto mi dà un pensiero, una roba di simile.
old and faded. Your eye catches the north coast to the east, road Huron. It's so small you can't even see it.
Ok. Ok, sì. Knowledge on the history of innocences. It is written by one João Paulo Salomão Lopes de Fuego. Sì, ancora. An escape fascist who tries to reach a conclusion.
The Greatest Innocence.
Crack
by
open this
João
immense
Paulo.
tome.
Browsing through the various
Lo
chapters.
finisco domani, tipo.
Your educational survey is done. Did you catch any of that?
Sure,
No,
why not?
That's the spirit. Here we go. Dolores Day.
Oh my god. Devo leggere davvero. Okay, browsing through the various chapters, you try your best to understand the ceaseless overflow, this problem, names, dates, places, events, historical. Most of it ends up on at least, Did you catch any of that? Che cazzo ne sai? That's the spirit. Here we go. Question 1. Who was the first innocence? Ah, ok. Sono scemo. Dolores Day.
Correct.
Come
Dolores
incorretto?
Day was the innocence of humanism. International.
What?
Her colors are silver, white, and apricot. And when you think her name,
Ma-
Dolores, stomach acid rises to the back of your throat,
Ma-
and it hurts. You steer clear of this one. There's something terrible about this one.
Oddio.
A strange sensation of loss. When she left the earth, the
That's important. Yes, of course.
the quiz is impersonal. No need to rouse sensations in yourself at the mention
It
of
was the
Dolores
first
Day.
innocence.
Who
It wasn't
was the
Dolores
first
Day.
Innocence. It wasn't Dolores Day.
Questo.
Correct. Nothing much is known about him. It's not even clear that he was a he.
I
But
presume the second call him Pius
such, and as the first innocence, he
declared
did
that there should be more of those like him.
It is question 2.
Who was the strongest
Not
innocence?
easy. Everybody knows the answer to
I
this.
immagine.
You, me, anybody. An innocence is the highest category of historical personage in the world. A
Ok.
literal I can do better. Okay.
So one innocent does enforce.
Innocence does not enforce his or her power through military power. Damn. Dolores.
Ancora Dolores. Mo non lo metto Dolores. Aspetta, Franco. Cosa avevano detto di Franco? But Franco presumed that such and called him Pius. Is depicted as a young man with molten gold pouring out of his mouth. All he spoke was gold. Può essere.
Correct. Named the innocence of militarism, he codified hereditary rule. But
Non si
at
sa
the
the
same
concept of the
time,
nation.
Franco Negro attempted to solve the rising tensions between the aristocracy.
Okay.
Question 3. Who
Was the false
false
innocence? Only news to me, so maybe a few hints?
Yes, there exists a group
The
called
founding party, known as the Holy Party, during the time of the...
Party.
Is the world's oldest international spent its time in search?
There seems to be a mix-up with the source. At least it clearly wasn't Dolores Day.
Mi basta questo Dolores Day.
She's beautiful.
Prima me l'ha accennato sto Holy Party. As first innocence, he declared that there should be more of those like him, and it is presumed his disciples were the beginning of the Holy Party. Discepoli? Ma sempre Franco? O Pius? Sembra di sì. Però non c'è. Ma vedere che Dolores invece.
No,
And
stop
yet-
thinking it. I said it wasn't her. She was true.
Boh, dal nome lei.
Correct. Stepan, the despicable.
Bro, te li tiro a casa allora.
There have been
Aha.
a number of counter. or
Ah no, niente, ho
false
finito il
instances.
pensiero.
Some assumed to have innocentic. The most final stretch. You've come so far.
Was the greatest innocence,
So
the
much.
most important of them all,
This is the
the most
most
precious of humankind.
Question incorrect.
Ah, come no?
While Franco Negro built concrete churches and cathedrals, and while many people, especially the Mesk,
Another
considered
choice,
him a
perhaps.
father figure,
You sound confident, go right ahead, a hint will come in
of
handy.
course, this is my thing.
Ma
The reason I exist in this world, zero doubts. While it was actually her.
lei che era troppo perfetta.
The Mesk might see Franco Negro as the father of nations, but as of this, everything from inter-isolary travel and more beautiful.
And more
Congratulations
beautiful.
on finishing the
Grazie,
task. A
grazie.
C, vaguely
Come C?
possible. A solid effort with nothing much else to show. Nice. You would have done better if you just left Dolores Day for the end. Dial the Dolores Day down a bit.
What's going on with you? Okay.
You are shouting at an inanimate.
Man, something's weird about this.
Ok.
The greatest innocence.
Se avessi indovinato sempre? Questo è un grande dubbio che mi porto dietro.
Task Force.
Anti-Object Task Force. Vediamo cosa mi dà.
Behold, the anti-object.
Più Painter Shield. Thick Skin. No? Physical and Caps. Più bello questo.
Against the lower
Attacking physical
emanations
objects
of the dark
heals
one.
damage. Questo è bello. Madonna. Nonostante fisica abbia 3. Ok. Allora, senti. Domanda davvero... Eh sì, io... ma mi serve sapere che non è che posso spendere tutti i soldi nei libri. Magari se avessi preso S o magari... S, sì. Una A, magari... Boh, avrei sbloccato un pensiero. Boh. Sono curioso. Vabbè, vediamo, magari poi lo provo da solo, vediamo un po' cosa succede. Ricarico e vedo. Perché se no mi tocca comprare tipo tutti i libri. Non mi sembra la cosa migliore. Allora, 3 pensieri. Ne ho uno da sbloccabile? No. Perché ad esempio c'era... Questo lo possiamo levare. No. Questo per me è buono. Questo lo possiamo levare. Questo è levabile. Questo assolutamente no. Questo è levabile. Questo magari ok, solo perché mi dà più di concettualizzazione. Questo diciamo che l'abbiamo... Lo dobbiamo diciamo lasciare tra virgolette obbligatoriamente. Ok. Oh, io direi che abbiamo finito. Faccio un salvataggio rapido. E vi auguro una buona giornata, una buona serata. Noi ci picchiamo alla prossima. Dobbiamo andare da Joyce a parlare da quel badge. Vediamo un attimo cosa ci cita. E quindi ci vediamo alla prossima. Bella.